Right, so regarding the petrol, the way I see it is Cameron and the government have told you guys to jump, and basically you've all turned around and say, well, how high do you want us to jump? I can't believe what I'm seeing. I mean, every single petrol station around me in my local area is dried out. There's nothing at all. And I'm talking about the smaller, more independent ones to the massive ones, the main Tesco one in the supermarket, and all other stations around here have run out of petrol. It just makes me laugh because you know, they said they told us that there may be strikes, and they said they've not told us to panic buy. But the thing is, people do know it's just there may be strikes. There's not actually strikes. There may be strikes. And I've seen yesterday. This was yesterday. Do you know how much tax the government made yesterday? Now this is a quote from one of the online papers today. Increased sales of fuel from panic buying motorists yesterday will bring in more than 32 million in extra fuel excise duty. And the thing is, at the moment, the government is looking for as much money as it can, because obviously we've got the Olympics coming up and they've overspent with security on that. So they're looking to get in the coffers, and they're looking to get the money, and they're looking to get the money for all these things from us, basically. So yesterday, all you guys that panic bought your petrol, because the government told you that, you know, there's going to be strikes, when they're just talking about strikes. There isn't actually a strike, so petrol will still be able to get to your local station. I saw people with their cars, I saw people with jerry cans, I saw people selfishly filling up their car and there was a man filling up 2-3 jerry cans. And I think that's just selfish. And also, why are you doing that? So, to me, it's a little bit disheartening to see how quickly you're ready to jump for the government when they tell you to jump. Just how quickly you're ready and you're willing to listen to them. I mean, think about it, people. These Olympics coming up have cost the government a lot of money. The security that we're going to have at the Olympics is unprecedented. You know, it's never been like this before. To turn around and say there's more soldiers at the Olympics than there are in sort of war zones, like there's more soldiers going to be here for the Olympics than there are in Afghanistan, that's just bloody pathetic. Now, those kind of costs need to be covered. And this was a very, very, very clever, manipulative move by the government, I feel, by telling everybody that the country's going to run dry of petrol, and oh, there's all these strikes going to happen. I'm sorry, that's really unfair. So to all of you guys who yesterday rushed to your local garage to go and fill your car up, just understand that your money is going to go towards the Olympics because they need it. They're cutting costs everywhere. They've just cut the working tax credit for families who are trying to make a living and trying to do something and work. They've just cut the family tax credit for that. They've just asked the civil service to start paying more into their pensions. And don't get it twisted, people. The civil service is like you. I mean, it's a pyramid, and those at the bottom are like me and you, okay? It's not the top of the civil service I'm talking about. It's public. I'm talking about, you know, just normal members of the public who work for the civil service. They're usually pen pushers, whatever, you know, they do admin, whatever. Now, they are all being asked to put more into their pension. And this is really strange because the Foreign Secretary, William Hague, is actually the executive director of HR to do with pensions. What has William Hague got to do with pensions? And another thing, William Hague loves an argument, loves war. Now, at the end of the day, why would the Foreign Secretary be getting civil servants to pay more into their pension? Because they need the money. So they're getting the money in the pensions, they're getting the money cutting the taxes, they're getting the money they've just had the budget, so lots of stuff have gone up. And yesterday they made a cracking, that's 32 million. 32 million. Because you guys all rushed to the petrol station and filled your tank, whether you needed to or not. And there were some of you selfishly filling your tank. And, you know, it's not like you don't even understand. There isn't a strike. Did you hear what the government said? And they told you, they were telling you that because they didn't want you to panic buy. That's the exact opposite. Whenever the government say they're telling you something for one reason, flip it. And that's the right reason. They wanted you to panic buy. They probably want this country to be dry. You know, they want it to be like that. They want you to feel like, you know, you're always in a panic. They always want us to fear something. You know, now we've got to fear we're going to have no petrol. You know, we're always fearing that we're not going to make enough money for the month to pay our rent and our mortgage. You know, we're always fearing that we're not going to have enough money to pay for all our, you know, our trinkets and our gadgets that we have to continuously buy. You know, our lives are based in fear. Basically, fear that we're going to lose our job, fear that we may lose our home. You know, there's always fear out on the road, fear of another race, too much fear. And yesterday, the fear of the country made the government. That's 32 million. 32 million. So, yeah, well done for that one, guys.